It's young, cute me.
Hair Rogan.
So dumb. I was so dumb. I'm dumb now, but I was really dumb then. But it's just, then I figured out how to do things that I would laugh at.
Yeah.
And that was like right around the time I was figuring that out. And then it's figuring out like don't just accept it the way it is. Edit that shit down. Like, trim it up. Rework it. Try it a different way.
Yeah.
Figure out a way. And one of the things that I learned over the pandemic is like, you give a bit 2 years or you give a special 2 years, it's going to be pretty good. Give a special 4 years. Like, it's better.
5.5 years. Ari Shaffir Jew on YouTube right now.
So Ari,
I know that is. That's a
I'm wearing an
coincidence.
Ari
Dude,
Shafir
if
shirt.
only
we
this-
are. We're wearing Ari Shafir.
It was
Jew
wild that you
shirts.
guys all showed
If
up. with
only
that.
if this was a hot topic right now. If there was
I
some
would sell out of them.
topic.
Jew
Instead of
news.
just making them overnight out of fucking cheapest shit I could.
Do you think people would be mad at us non-Jews wearing this? Is this an issue?
Well, we have your support.
For now.
They don't really
turn on us if he has to.
They don't really claim me as one of their brightest. So
this isn't going to be the maddest they get about this podcast.
no way.
Nah, we're starting fires we can't put out, guys.
Yeah, we're fine.
Hey, hey, tell me about your special. So,
Starting fires we
how?
can't put out.
Yeah, you'll see.
Oh, that's my business model.
Starting fires I can't put
That's all
out.
I've ever done.
It's a good name for a special too.
That's
yeah.
why I'm number one. That's not an accident. Just keep moving.
CNN can't never
moving.
not.
Keep moving.
running. Keep
Yeah.
running.
You should do a podcast with Kanye.
I would love
on
to.
CNN.
I would love to. I would tell him, like, dude, listen, I know you're up to something. So, like, I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to claim you're crazy. What you got, bro? You're an artist. What are you talking about?
I'm not even following it that closely. So I know that he's saying like crazy stuff. I know I listened to Lex Friedman and him. But it's not fascinating to me, so I just tap out pretty quick.
Well, Kanye, this is the way I've described it. I'm going to describe it in the most charitable way possible.
Yeah.
The same thing that makes him a great artist. It's like boom, bam, boom.
Yeah.
It's like one thing to another, and every rap flows with the fucking beat, and it's so catchy, it's so good, and he's in full control.
Yeah.
He's on the throttle, he's working the blinkers, he's got the
He's a
brake, he's
musical
shifting gears.
genius.
He's a
He's a
musical
genius.
genius. He's
When
a
you
genius.
apply
He's a
that
genius.
same thing, when you apply that same thing to conversation,
Yeah.
you want to dominate the conversation. You want to say and then enforce what you're saying, and then like try to figure out a way to make what you're saying valid,
Yeah.
even if it's not. You're like wrestling with your initial idea that you put out there,
Just
and
put
then
it-
you're experiencing pushback. You don't like it, and
Yeah. Just put it to a fucking beat, dude. Give us what we want.
Well, it's also
Just
somebody
put
who's
all he did was make bangers for forever.
Forever.
Just put it to a fucking
Bangers.
beat.
He's
How many
also-
bangers
Have you
has
ever
he
heard
made?
Black Skinhead? It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
Dude, N-words in Paris.
what's that word?
He made a rap through a fucking wired up jaw.
The thing is,
what is
everything
that?
that everything he's like touched that is creative.
Yeah.
But also
Creative.
like clothing, right? So like his designs.
$100 t-shirt.
The Kanye
Much
hoodie,
respect.
the Gap collab Kanye hoodie
Yeah.
is the greatest thing I've ever put on my tits.
Yeah.
It is fucking phenomenal. Yeezys, fucking phenomenal.
They're disgusting.
They're so comfortable.
They glorify
Ari.
Crocs.
They're so fucking comfortable.
The 350s are super.
Kanye's a fucking genius. And then you watch him with Lex Friedman, and I feel bad for him because I feel like he's like a dumb girl trying to fight.
He makes some good points though. He makes when he's like, no, okay. First of all, we are annoying. Second of all, when he goes,
this is great. This is a good bit. This is a good bit. Please tell me you do this on your special on YouTube.
when he got,
Please open with this
By the way,
tonight.
you realize how many people are going to be Googling the word Jew on YouTube?
Please open with this tonight.
I'm good.
when,
Oh my
when-
God, you have
when-
Jew 2 now because of Kanye.
That's right. That's right.
Jew 2 coming 2026.
Jew too, that's
You
right.
got to do it.
Jew
Just
to the
you
response.
should do a post just about how right he is.
But when he says my bank dropped me because of what I said, and they kept fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Like,
That's
there's
wild.
not some hypocrisy there.
Well,
Yeah.
I think now they're being forced to be publicly accountable to something.
They're going to
that's
drop
very
Jeffrey
public.
Epstein finally.
Finally. But it's something that's very public, right? Like when things become very public, it becomes a problem for them. That's very public. You know, I was talking with Tony about Adidas. Like, Adidas was started by Nazis.
IBM.
And Adidas.
Oh yeah.
I got
Adidas.
You know their brother. They split up. You know his
Adidas?
brother. Yeah,
Was started
Yeah.
by Nazis.
two brothers.
Oh,
two
yeah.
brothers. Yeah,
They were like legit Nazis.
dude. Who did
Adi
the?
Dassler, he started Adidas, and his brother started Puma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Yo,
Yeah, Puma.
Puma?
His brother.
Whose brother?
what is
Adidas.
Is there a single sneaker that you could buy that's fucking 100% made in America?
Conflict free. No, not made in America.
What about New Balance?
Tom's of Maine.
I think that is American made.
I think New Balance might be. Is that real? Find out if that's true. Is
My
everything
favorite Miss Patrick was after Black Lives Matter and everybody's like yelling and screaming. She goes, "Calm down, white people. Ain't nobody trying to take your New Balance."
I saw David Lucas fuck around with an audience.
Look at this. We're proud to be the only major company to make or assemble more than 4 million pairs of athletic footwear per year in the USA.
I saw that in flip flops.
Which represents a
But hold on, there's a word. There's a word.
represents a limited portion of our.
But there's a word in there that's a little bit
yeah.
of a problem. That's assemble. The assemble part's that's a little problem because that might mean they get parts from overseas and they're assembling it in the United
Make or
States.
assemble more than 4.
Because there's a lot of
the
shit
laces in over
that's
here.
hard to get in the United States. Like
How about
Origin.
that second one? What sneakers are made in the United States?
Okay.
New Balance, Adidas.
Oh,
and
these
Ford.
are like a specific.
Adidas best
Actual
road running
shoe.
shoes. They're made in America.
Oh.
Right, but the thing is, like, when
You're
they
right.
say made in America, do they just mean assembled? Like, where are
Yeah.
the parts coming from?
Right.
Like, Origin is a company that I work with that makes American, it's Jocko's company. They make American-made jeans, American-made
Sure.
jiu-jitsu gis, American-made boots. But even the American-made boots, everything that you can get is American-made, except one thing you can't get that's from South America.
What is that?
It's like there's like a part
Like a
of
leather
the
or something?
sole, like the base.
It's going to be the
where-
sole. It's going to be the one part that where it's going to cost some money.
No, it's not like the actual sole itself. It's like the middle layer. It's like there's a hard leather middle layer, you know, where the
They're
sole.
doing their best, at least.
Yeah, they're doing the what's it called, buddy?
Midsole.
No, but it's not the in. That's the insole.
No, that's the insole.
It's
There's a
whatever.
midsole.
I don't think they're calling it that though. It might be that, but it's like it's a hard. It's like they have it on their website. They're very transparent about it. Like there's this one thing and said as soon as we can source this in America, we'll make it 100% American. But their jiu-jitsu gis, their clothing, everything
Yeah.
they make, all the stitches, all the people making it, all the cloth, it's manufactured here, it's put together here. That's not common. It's like most of the stuff they're getting from like the cheapest places they can get it, and that's not necessarily America.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
every Nike's made basically overseas.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
wouldn't it be there'd be a fucking great market for a really good sneaker that's 100% made in America.
yeah. Where's Under
You
Armour
said it.
stuff
If you
made?
build it that way,
Yeah.
You know,